Have you been wondering what happens with your claims after you send them to the insurance company? And have you heard the word adjudication and are just confused about what the heck it actually means? Then today's video is exactly what you need. By the end of this video, my hope is that you not only understand the word adjudication, but also the steps associated with adjudication here in the US healthcare system. Hello, my name is Jasmine and welcome. This is Inlera University, where we focus on alleviating the stress and confusion in the business of healthcare. Today, we're going to be talking about adjudication and helping you understand what exactly happens when the insurance company receives your claim and why you understanding what adjudication is matters. So if you've been wondering why some claims get paid immediately or why other claims get denied, delayed, or sometimes even disappear into a black hole, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens with claim adjudication and explain when claims might be delayed and why a claim may or may not have been paid. I've spent over 2 decades in billing and the business of healthcare, and I really enjoy sharing my knowledge and experience. And for me, understanding the word adjudication immediately brought me peace, because when someone flashes these big words that are really hard to pronounce, it can be a little intimidating. So first, let's define adjudication. Adjudication very simply means something is being processed, reviewed for completeness, and a determination or a decision is made. When we're talking about claims being adjudicated by an insurance company in the US healthcare system, that very simply means the claim is being reviewed, processed, and a determination hopefully being made, meaning payment, denial, etc. Okay? So let's go ahead and get deeper into the steps. So steps to adjudication start after the insurance claim has been received, but a pre-step or pre-work for this claim is for you to make sure that you are sending clean claims. If you don't know what that is, then you're going to want to check out some of our videos here on the channel that talk about clean claims and what it means to get a first pass. That essentially means that you are sending your claim to the insurance carrier and it is getting paid the first time the claim is received. It's going through your clearinghouse successfully and then making its way to the insurance carrier's clearinghouse and being accepted successfully. So that is a precursor to your adjudication. Adjudication starts when the claim has been accepted by the insurance carrier. The first step to adjudication when it's received by the insurance carrier is for them to review the claim in more detail for completeness. This is typically happening automatically by a software. The system is checking for things like insurance coverage, eligibility for specific services, whether authorization is required, and then it might go look for the authorization, confirming if the claim has not been received before, because if it has been, then it's a duplicate claim, which means the claim would not be processed, and whether the claim has been received timely. Now, the other thing it might do as well at this stage is also look to make sure that the codes that are included on this claim, if it has not been checked within their clearinghouse, are these codes valid? Meaning, are they actually processed? Are the ICD codes, the diagnosis codes, as well as the procedure codes being submitted valid for the date of service that the claim has been billed? Again, these are typically automated engine rules, so that software within the insurance company is briefly checking the claim, and if everything is correct, then it goes on to continue processing. The next step is when the insurance carrier is reviewing medical necessity. They're looking at the medical necessity of this claim according to that patient's insurance policy as it's written, as well as the medical policies from the insurance carrier. They're also looking for whether the diagnosis codes support the services that were billed and provided, also confirming that the authorization was valid, and again, if the authorization was necessary, does it cover the services that were billed? And then if documentation was required, is the documentation that was attached to the claim sufficient? At this stage, this is where things such as modifier issues, diagnosis mismatches, and non-covered service issues are going to arise and perhaps cause issues with claim processing. If the claim at this stage is considered to be medically necessary and all of the documentation, authorization, if required, are provided, then the claim goes on for finalization. If not, it continues on to a third step. That step is manual review, which means the claim adjuster within the insurance company is now going to review your claim manually and check for certain information. Now, claims can be pulled for manual review if certain flags are present, such as high dollar claims, unusual billing patterns with their claims, or having previously or recently been called for audit or failed an audit with the insurance company. The other things that can also hold up your claims at this stage to be reviewed by a claims adjuster, meaning an individual person that works for the insurance company, is also things like documentation requests and medical records review. These types of things are where the delays start within the insurance carrier, because once more, this is a manual review process. So one person has to review these claims, and it needs to happen manually, and oftentimes they might be needing to go back and do research, so that can cause delays. Now, if you notice that an insurance company is taking an unusual amount of time to process your claim, meaning they haven't actually sent you confirmation of the claim by way of EOB or some sort of response electronically, then you to research the status of your claim, because it's highly likely that the claim is pending review. The final step after adjudication is hopefully payment. If not, then you're receiving some sort of documentation related to what was determined with your claim, which might be an ERA or paper EOB that you're receiving that represents the processing information or the denial, or you might actually receive a letter or an electronic communication detailing the reason for the claim delay and explaining what additional information is needed. Okay, I think that claims adjudication and understanding what happens during this process is vital to your proficiency as a medical biller and a practice, and even as a practice administrator or leader, because truly adjudication isn't random. The delays and the denials, they leave clues. Understanding these clues can help you respond strategically rather than react emotionally with busy work. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, be sure that you're subscribed and ring that notification bell so that you can learn more about the business of healthcare with us here at Inlera University. If you're working to better understand the business of healthcare, such as medical billing, healthcare administration, healthcare leadership, then check out the resources that I've linked below that'll help you find out more information about our training and community. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.